Alright, what is up YouTube? So before I throw you guys straight into the commentary, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background on the program I was doing. So first off, this is Chris Elkins' program, Max Hype Training, or Maximum Hypertrophy Training. I just decided to do it because I realized I was just getting stuck into a routine of my own training. And I like my training, but I realized I just needed something a little different. And I gotta say, I'm really glad I did it because it's helped me incorporate techniques into my own program that I either, I'd left out for a while or just straight up didn't think about using. One of those techniques is blood flow restriction training. First time I've ever done it was in this program, and I gotta say I loved it. Amazing pumps for the weight you're using. Other techniques were intraset stretching, which I had actually used before, but not in the way that he does it in this program, and it was next level. So all kinds of different techniques to bump up that intensity and overload the muscle. And then I just really loved the layout of the program, and it made it really easy to track your weights, which I had honestly gotten out of the habit of doing. So this really helped me maintain my strength and my size through those 3 weeks that I did it. Now I'm doing something a little different. I'm 2 weeks out now. The video was recorded last Saturday when I was 3 weeks out. And of course I've had to adjust my training as I get closer to show to just burn as many calories as I can, doing a lot higher reps, more circuit training. And I actually already recorded one of those circuit training days for you guys. I'm gonna get it going now. It's just been a little hard with this last class I'm doing. It's freaking Spanish too, and I suck. But last class I'm gonna graduate, and I'll be able to focus all my energy on putting out great content, connecting to you guys more, helping you guys out more, and I'm really excited about that. So, how the program's laid out. It's 2 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 1 day off. So, first 2 days are your strength days, upper and lower body, and then you have your 4 days of mainly hypertrophy training, and that's where you really incorporate all those different techniques to really overload the muscle. The reason you have 4 days is because you're actually hitting a quad focus day and a hamstring focus day, which I really like. So all around great program, guys. If you don't know who that is or haven't checked out the program, I definitely recommend it. But let's get into this commentary. I'm going to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and I hope you guys like it and find it useful. So let's do it. Okay guys, so our first 4 lifts are going to be our main strength lifts. This week was 3 by 10 to 12 reps. You always want to be sure to periodize your training so you don't hit a plateau. First thing you're going to notice here is that I do not completely touch my chest. This is just to maintain that tension the whole time. One thing I could actually improve here is having my knuckles straight up into the air rather than bent back how they are. That's just, kind of awkward tension on the wrist, as well as not being able to get quite as much pushing power as I would like. So something I could personally work on. Next is the chest supported row. So I'm using a neutral grip to focus a little bit more on my lats. We also use the chest support to keep our lower back fresh for the leg day to follow. And again, this is 3 by 10 to 12. Just really, I always hold that squeeze for about half a second. And then we go into a superset. So first thing is the barbell overhead press. You want to be sure to go through a full range of motion. I come down almost all the way to my chest. And then next thing you're going to want to take note of is that my elbows are right in that middle ground. They aren't straight out to the side, they aren't straight out in front of me. They're lined up with my front delt, just to maximally activate those muscles right there. So supersetted with the wide grip lat pull down, trying to pull down all the way to my chest. I'm leaning back, but I'm not using momentum. I'm just leaning back to get those elbows coming directly into my sides. And again, 10 to 12 reps with these. And that'll do it for your first 4 prime movers. And then I just kind of do a little partial just to finish it off right there. This is my last set, so might as well. Next we go into the dip machine. Focusing chest, so my elbows are flared out. I'm leaning over slightly. And these are gonna be supersetted with upright rows for 10 to 15 reps, 2 sets each. Not completely locking out, keeping tension the whole time. And then into the cable upright row. Here I'm making sure to really get my elbows up, trying to get my hands up with it, and I'm actually kind of going in a slight arc. See, I'm kind of going up and back. That's just gonna get some rear delt activation as well as the middle delt or lateral delts, and a little back activation too. And then again, some partials on the last set there. Love me some partials. All right, getting all pumped up for this next. This is actually a giant set. So starting with lateral raises, all three of these next three exercises are 12, 10, 8 reps. And you're gonna notice that I slightly twist up right there. See that? My thumbs are slightly up in the air. This is just gonna allow more room within your shoulder girdle, and you shouldn't get any grinding or pain that way. It's a big misconception to tilt your thumbs down. And then we go straight into the dumbbell skull crusher. So here, I kind of flare my elbows out just a little bit. That just feels the best for me. You kind of got to feel around based off your own structure. Whatever feels the best, doesn't cause any crackling or anything like that, any weird tension. And then of course the alternating dumbbell curl. You really want to try and supinate or lift your palm up as much as you can to fully contract that bicep. Get a nice squeeze at the top. Don't just get it up there, squeeze it. See that? It's a nice little half-second hold there. Control it on the way down. Boom. And then I'm just finishing off with 2. Again, this was the last set, so just burning it out. Nice little flex there. Next superset, we got the pec deck flies with the rear deck flies. So on these, it's going to be 2 times 12 to 20 reps. As we move through the program, you know, we're just burning out the muscles now. We've already hit our main strength lifts, just finishing them off. Something on here, I slightly bend my elbows back as I come back, get a good stretch, hold for a second as to not use the stretch reflex of the muscle, and then I straighten out my arms as I come forward to fully contract the chest. And then of course some partials. I love the partials, guys. It's just a really good way to finish off that muscle group. I wouldn't recommend doing that every set, just maybe on the last set of each exercise. All right, so the rear delt flies. On these, you really want to focus on keeping your shoulders forward and just extending your arms back. I kind of keep my elbows pointed slightly down as well. Then you're getting a little bit of external rotation and just activating those rear delts that much more. You really shouldn't feel your scapula coming together so much on these, you know, like you do in a row. That way you're really just focusing that extension of the arm and hitting that rear delt. Next and final superset is the straight arm lat pull down and the front raise. Using a rope just for greater range of motion, you can kind of extend it just that much further. You know, we're focusing on getting our shoulders back here and really activating those, isolating those lats. And this superset is going to be 2 times 12 to 20 as well. You know, we're just finishing off these muscles. And then now going into the front raise. Yeah, it's getting pretty tough at this point. I'm tired. So on these, I just really try to get it to shoulder level, maybe slightly higher. And you're going to want to be sure to keep your scapula retracted here as well. And then of course just finishing off with some partials, burning out that muscle group, and that'll do it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, subscribe. Definitely gonna be coming out with some more commentary stuff to help you guys out. I know I can go a little bit more in depth here. Also get into some lower body days and, you know, some more isolated muscle groups, different angles, stuff like that. But see you guys next time. Thank you so much.